Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so based on these sources you shared, we're looking at sort of a shortcut today, helping you speak English more smoothly, more naturally, and specifically tackling that big hurdle, right? Stopping the translation in your head and just letting it flow.
Exactly. Yeah, this isn't really about, just memorizing endless lists of words. It's much more about building your confidence, sharpening your listening skills so you actually sound more like a native speaker. And we've got this great source material, this daily listening challenge. It breaks down common everyday English into these really bite-sized, actionable phrases for you.
Right. So our mission today is really to unpack how this simple daily practice, focusing on these specific phrases, can genuinely unlock fluency for you. We'll explore, all sorts of categories. Casual greetings, showing interest, even those polite ways to agree or disagree, stuff you use all the time.
And you'll see how repetition and really focusing on sounding natural when you say them can make a huge difference. It's about how you feel speaking too. So yeah, let's get ready to build up that confidence and get your English flowing.
Okay, so the core idea here from the sources, it sounds almost, deceptively simple, right? Listen daily, speak daily, keep improving. It's all about guiding you step by step towards speaking smoother, more naturally.
Mm-hmm. And what's really fascinating is the emphasis on repetition, like really hammering it home. The source is explicit. Repeating phrases clearly, naturally, even just whispering them helps build fluency. It's like you're training your brain, building that muscle memory so you think and speak in English without that extra translation step, skipping it all together.
Yeah, bypassing the translator. And the goal for you, the listener, build real confidence, get better at listening, and just sound more native, I guess. Unlocking that ability to just speak English easily without that mental pause, that lag. For a lot of learners, just starting a conversation, that simple greeting can feel like a hurdle. So let's break down those building blocks, starting with friendly greetings, simple stuff like, hey, how's it going? Or maybe, pretty good, how about you?
Right. And this connects directly to what the source calls real English sounds in daily life. It's short, it's casual, but crucially, it's clear and smooth. The advice is actually say each line out loud. Listen to how the words link together, that flow. That's fluency in action, as the source puts it. It's not just knowing words, it's feeling that connection.
Yeah, that natural flow. Imagine saying, I'm doing fine, just busy today and getting back. I hear you. Same here. It's those really brief, totally natural exchanges that just set a comfortable tone right away. Makes things easier. Okay, so you've nailed the greeting. Then you naturally slide into, common questions and answers, like, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Delhi. What about you? I'm from Mumbai. Basic stuff.
And the key question the source tackles is, how do you make these normal daily conversations sound, authentic, not robotic? It suggests speaking them as naturally as you can. Even try them with a soft, kind of relaxed voice. It helps take the pressure off, I think. And it reinforces that idea. Fluency comes from daily use. Don't obsess over mistakes. Just keep going. Keep the conversation moving.
Right. Just keep talking. Picture yourself saying something simple like, nice, I've always wanted to visit. It's just a small phrase, but wow, it can open up the whole conversation, can't it?
Totally. It shows interest and keeps things rolling.
Okay. This next bit is something I think is really useful. Showing interest. Because sometimes you're listening, but you don't know how to show it beyond just nodding, So these casual expressions, really? That's interesting, or wow, I didn't know that. How do these work effectively?
Well, the big insight here is the focus on emotion. These aren't just filler words, they're meant to make you sound genuinely engaged. The key, according to the source, is say them with natural emotion. And even feel the phrase as you say it. Native speakers, we do this without thinking, right? But it's absolutely learnable. It makes your English feel alive.
Yeah, it brings it to life. Even those little exclamations like, no way, or you're serious, they just instantly signal you're locked in.
Exactly. Shows you're paying attention.
All right, let's shift gears. Polite requests, super important in, pretty much any situation. Stuff like, could you help me with this? Or would you mind opening the door? You need these.
Well, definitely. And this part really highlights how important your tone of voice is. These phrases are designed to sound respectful and smooth. The advice, speak slowly and clearly when asking. And it emphasizes that a soft tone makes a big difference. It's not just politeness, it's about making the other person receptive. It's practical.
That makes sense. So practice things like, is it okay if I sit here? Or do you have a minute? Maybe, would you like some water? Repeat them until they feel, almost second nature. Like you don't even have to think about it.
Exactly. Automatic.
Okay, agreement. Showing you're on the same page. The sources give us these short but quite strong phrases like, absolutely, exactly, totally agree, you're right, and for sure.
Yeah, these are all about confidence. You use them when you really agree with someone. And the suggestion is, again, say them with confidence. Practice them out loud until they sound smooth, not hesitant. It helps build that feeling of conviction when you speak English. Makes you sound more fluent.
Right, speaking with conviction. Now, here's one that trips up a lot of learners. I know it did for me. Politely saying no, it can feel awkward, right? But the source gets some really good, gentle options. Things like, I'd love to, but I can't. Or, sorry, I'm not free right now. Maybe another time.
Yes, and this is where that idea comes in. Fluency isn't just words, it's also feeling. It's about social awareness, really. How do you decline politely but clearly? The advice is, be respectful, be clear, use a gentle tone. It shows you're considering the other person's feelings even while saying no. Keep the energy soft, but still confident. Respectful refusal.
That concept, fluency isn't just words, it's also feeling. That really hits home for saying no. Are there maybe cultural things listeners should watch out for? Beyond just the phrases, like common missteps when declining in English?
That's a really good question, yeah. While the phrases themselves are pretty standard, the directness can vary. In some situations, a softer, maybe another time, might be preferred, even if it's a definite no, just to be, extra gentle. Other times, more directness is fine. I think the key is always that gentle, respectful tone. Avoid sounding abrupt. And if it feels right, maybe offer a brief reason, like, sorry, I have other plans. It just softens it, shows empathy.
That's super helpful. Yeah, mastering those polite no's feels empowering. Okay, so once you can handle that, you're ready for everyday stuff. What about phrases for just daily tasks, like asking, did you finish your homework? And hearing back, not yet, but I'm working on it.
What's neat here is how these phrases, they just fit school, work, or home. They're universal, part of daily life. The source actually recommends repeating the whole exchange, the question and the answer. Focus on a steady, smooth pace. Because fluency, it says, it's not rushed, it's steady and smooth. Practicing that rhythm helps you form sentences without, panicking in the moment.
Yeah, avoiding the panic. Thinking about those little check-ins. Need any help? Maybe later I'll let you know. All right, just checking. Those tiny conversations really build up your comfort level.
They absolutely do.
Okay, slightly different vibe. Small talk about weekends.
Yeah.
Always a classic, right? Questions like, what did you do this weekend? And answers like, just relaxed and watched some shows.
This links right back to conversational flow. The advice is gold. Don't overthink, just flow with it. These kinds of phrases make your English feel natural because they're designed for that easy back and forth.
Right.
Practice them until they just roll off the tongue. That's building automaticity, where you don't have to consciously think about every single word.
Totally. Sounds nice. Anything good?
Yeah.
Saw a cool drama on Netflix. Oh, I'll check it out. Those easy, casual bits are so crucial for just connecting with people in real life.
Couldn't agree more.
And then, simple questions about time. The source is very practical here. Things like, what time is it now? Oh, it's almost 3 o'clock. Or maybe, when does the movie start?
Yeah, and the advice here really zeroes in on clarity. These questions pop up constantly. The instruction is, use a calm, clear voice to ask. And crucially, no need to rush. Just be clear. Rushing makes you stumble, right?
Yeah.
A calm, clear delivery makes it easier for everyone. Smoother interaction, more fluent feeling.
Makes total sense. And other useful ones like at 6:30 p.m. or that classic, do you know what day it is? Followed by, it's Thursday, I think.
Yes, exactly. Daily essentials.
All right, daily routines. Talking about habits. What time do you wake up? Usually around 6:30. Do you exercise in the morning? Good way to practice.
And what's interesting here is the focus on rhythm. Discussing habits is great for finding a consistent pace. The source says, use smooth, steady rhythm while speaking. Why? Since it helps you stay natural and relaxed. That steady rhythm is how native speakers often sound at ease. It avoids that choppy feeling you get from translating in your head.
Yeah, that choppy feeling. So practice things like, sometimes if I have time, or I try to go for a walk. And the source says, repeat them like you mean them. Connect the words to your actual routine. Makes it stick.
Exactly. Makes it real for you.
Okay, phone calls. Ever feel a bit awkward making calls in English? The sources cover the basics, like, hi, is this Jake? Yes, who's calling? This is Emma, just checking in.
And this bit focuses on sounding fluent when you don't have those visual cues, right? Just your voice. So the advice is, speak clearly and with friendly tone. And also, keep the pace easy and smooth. Clarity on the phone shows respect, avoids mix-ups, and that friendly tone, it builds rapport instantly, crucial without seeing someone's face.
Totally. From a simple, hey, nice to hear from you, to can we talk later? And sure, just message me. Super helpful for just daily phone chats.
Definitely practical stuff.
Yeah, what about inviting someone? You want to sound confident, but also approachable. Your sources have phrases like, would you like to join us for lunch? Or, that sounds great, thanks. Maybe, how about coffee later?
Yeah, and this tackles that question. How do you manage to sound polite and confident at the same time? These phrases hit that sweet spot. Polite, casual, works with anyone. The key: speak clearly and confidently. The source even suggests listening to the tone in the examples and trying to copy it. It's about projecting confidence in the invitation, not just asking meekly.
Right, project confidence. And replies like, sure, I'm in, or let's meet at 5. Keep it all moving forward smoothly.
Perfect examples.
Okay, moving into adding a bit more depth now. Polite replies, especially to thanks. Someone says, thanks so much for your help. You need good responses like no problem at all, or I really appreciate it.
And what's fascinating here is the nuance of kindness these phrases carry. They're described as calm and kind ways to respond. The advice: say them with a soft, natural voice, and keep your tone warm and friendly. It's not just about being polite, it's about reinforcing that positive social connection. It shows how fluency includes emotional intelligence expressed through tone.
That's a great point. Other good ones to have ready. Anytime. Glad to help. That means a lot. And that classic, don't mention it.
Yeah, all excellent options.
Okay, next up. Giving advice. This can be tricky. You want to be helpful, not pushy. The sources offer good examples. You should take a break, try to stay calm, or it might help to talk to someone.
And this connects right back to empathy and communication. The phrasing is key. They sound helpful, not pushy, because they're framed as suggestions, not orders. The instruction is, speak them with empathy in your voice. Let your tone match the meaning. Your voice needs to convey genuine concern. That nuanced tone, the source says, is key to sounding fluent and thoughtful. Make sure your advice actually lands well.
Right, landing well. Things like, why don't you get some fresh air? Or maybe write it down and reflect. Gentle suggestions.
Exactly. Much less confrontational.
And expressing feelings simply. This is so important for real connection, isn't it? Phrases like, I'm excited about the weekend, or I'm feeling a little stressed today. Maybe, I'm really proud of myself.
Oh, absolutely vital. And this really gets to the heart of authentic communication. These sentences help you connect with people because you're sharing your inner state naturally. The source emphasizes using them to talk naturally about your emotions and, crucially, say them with real feeling in your voice. Because, as it says, fluency is also about emotional tone. That's what brings language to life. It's the difference between reciting and actually communicating.
Yeah, brings language to life. I love that. Simple things like, I feel happy when I help others, or I'm tired but trying my best. So relatable.
Very powerful, yes.
Okay, nearly there. Everyday chats need those quick, friendly responses to keep things flowing. Like, that's cool, sounds fun. And if you're saying, yeah, I could see that, and just totally.
And what's cool here is how these quick responses keep conversations going. They're like conversational oil. The advice is simple. Say them with a relaxed tone. Don't rush. Just let the words come out. They signal you're listening, you're engaged. They help you sound calm, fluent, and yeah, they're small but super effective.
Small, but super effective.
Nice. Okay, finally, showing curiosity, inviting more conversation. Things like, really, what happened next? Or how did you do that? Maybe, that's interesting, tell me more.
Yes. This is so critical for engaging communication. You're actively inviting the other person to share more. When you ask these, your tone should sound open and friendly. You need to say them with genuine interest. It signals you actually want to hear the answer. You're not just waiting to talk. That genuine curiosity makes people want to talk to you. It's all part of real fluent English.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And other great questions to keep handy. What do you think about it? Or can you explain that again?
Yeah.
All designed to keep that conversation going.
Precisely. Keep the ball rolling. So wrapping up, I think today's deep dive into these sources really shows that, speaking English fluently, it's not some magic trick. It's about consistent daily practice. Every single phrase you repeat, every time you match that natural tone, it's another step towards training your brain to think and speak naturally, bypassing that translation step. Yeah, you've really explored how to use everything from polite replies and emotional expressions to just those simple real-life phrases natives use without thinking. And the more you start using these in your own conversations, the smoother, the more confident your English is going to sound. It just builds.
It really goes. This material hammers home that fluency is built one sentence, one natural phrase at a time. It's about letting your voice flow, not getting stuck or freezing up. And maybe most importantly, being patient with yourself during the process. It takes time.
Absolutely. Patience is key. So as you, our listener, think about your own English journey, maybe reflect, what's one specific phrase or maybe one technique from today's deep dive that you are going to try and integrate this week? Remember, transforming how you sound, how confident you feel, it often starts with just that one simple, consistent step. So keep listening, keep speaking, and definitely keep exploring these building blocks on your path to fluency.